Brad Sewell.
Is he behind me, is he?
Just turn around, have a look.
Where is he?
No, it wasn't him.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
he didn't leave me at the altar. How exciting. How exciting.
Oh, I was only making a joke.
Set them free, and if they come back, they're yours.
That was unbelievable, because I just wanted to make you turn around on TV, Murph, and he was there. Hello, Brad.
And suddenly I don't look so handsome.
Guys, how are we going?
Going well. Congratulations, mate, for back on the show. And straight off, you're right, you too? Can you hear Sully?
It's been a while. I haven't seen him. We're used to catching up every week, and we haven't, we've got a bit to go over.
Yeah, just mind yourselves, we'll catch up. Still looking after me.
Brad, your performance on Friday night. Bob, you can join in here. Surly, your performance on Friday night. I remember 6 weeks ago, you run to the pump a little bit. You said when finals comes around, I'll be right. And I'm not going to brag, I know, but I think everyone who heard you that night, everyone who knows you, were really proud of your performance on Friday night. I think you must have been pleased.
Yeah, I was. Thanks, Robbo. Well, yeah, as we certainly know, it'd been a funny last couple of months, and then to come out and I guess contribute the way that I did personally was quite satisfying. But the broader picture for Hawthorn was really good. An arm tussle and an arm wrestle, for the first half, and then to have controlled the game in the second half the way we did gives us great confidence for the next couple of weeks.
I know you've had some really great performances as a team this year, Sully, but that second half was as good a team performance I think we've seen from any team this year.
Yeah, we sort of controlled the ball and moved it pretty well, and gave our forwards the best chance. So, I guess the challenge for us coming off the back of that is to try and emulate and improve again. And we had our reviews yesterday and today, and there's certainly quite a few areas that we need to get better at if we're to win the next two games.
Bob, what's your assessment of what Sully's been able to do in the last month?
I think he's just probably confirmed to the whole football world of how good we know he is. I went to the game on Friday night, and every time he got the ball, I had to endure calls and abuse of the 360 family from over my left shoulder. But it was with pride, and he played well, and Hawthorn looked set for a huge campaign. So you'd be a brave man to back against them for the premiership.
What have you done, Brad, over the last month or so away from our site to prepare yourself for a final series?
Not a great deal of difference, to be honest, Jared. My preparation has always been really solid, and that certainly hasn't changed. It's really hard to put your finger on it. I don't know. Maybe it's just the spring air, but I certainly look forward to playing finals every year and have great belief and confidence in my own ability. And for one reason or another, I guess it just waned a little bit through the middle part of the year. And I guess if anything else, excuse me. If nothing else, you grow to maybe appreciate things a little bit more, and you certainly don't take things for granted.
I want to ask you both about two champs of the game. One is Luke Hodge on Friday night, and the other one was Chris Judd on Saturday. Bob, I hope you saw Friday night's game. Give us some sort of indication from a fellow professional what it's like to watch Luke Hodge absolutely dominate and steer a game as a big game like a qualifying final from the first quarter.
He's one of those incredible players. I think in AFL and in football we often talk about what someone can't do, or a player what he can't do, and I think Luke Hodges, there's not many players who are the complete package, and I think Hodge is probably one of those, and we know how good he is in finals, and he took charge of the game the other night, and having played against him a few times, he's got as much presence on a footy field as anyone I've ever played against. So it was no surprise to see him do what he did Friday night.
And Sully, I reckon you would have, more than most people, have seen Chris Judd up pretty close. You would have watched the game on the weekend, the third quarter especially. Do you still get amazed by what this man can do, considering he's been criticised as well a little bit? Not criticised, doubted, I suppose, if his body could stand up again.
Yeah, no, I actually missed the game on Sunday afternoon, Robbo, so I didn't see it. But somebody like Juddy, you write them off at your own peril. He relishes the big stage, and he'll stand up when it's most required. So it certainly doesn't surprise me at all that he had the influence, or reportedly, I didn't see it, but reportedly the influence that he had, and from all reports certainly changed the game.
It was a volatile weekend that upset all the assumptions, and the biggest result from a premiership point of view was what Fremantle was able to do for Geelong. To both of you, we've watched the Dockers building, and that was to see it fully furnished. What did you think of Freo?
I even wrote in last week's paper that when Fremantle, the pressure they applied was probably the most intense pressure I'd played against all season, and that kind of rings in your ears as a player, that sort of onslaught that they're capable of, and that's exactly what they showed on the weekend. Their pressure all over the ground defensively is unbelievable, and they were able to attack really well against Geelong. So I think along with Hawthorn, Sully's Hawthorn, I think Fremantle would have to be right up in anyone's calculations of the premiership.
When did you leave us, Sully? How long ago?
I don't know, mate. It feels like a long time ago.
37 days.
It's only been a few weeks.
Murph took all your money. He doubled his pay packet.
Did I?
Yeah.
It's all right.
Wouldn't have been too much, I'm afraid, mate. Won't get you far.
That changes everything.
So, Sully, I just want to ask you about Freo, because things are a little bit different now.
Yeah, no, it's certainly the game itself. I watched all of that game and I was on the edge of my seat. The pressure for the 4 quarters was just phenomenal. It certainly wasn't a surprise, I don't think, to anybody the way that they came out and played, but to have sustained it in the manner that they did for the 4 quarters was impressive. It was hugely impressive. So they've certainly given themselves the best chance they possibly can, and that home final over there next week, it'll be an ominous thought for the travelling side.
Brad, good luck for the remainder of the finals campaign. Great to have you back in the family for one night.
Thanks very much, Joe.
And
Thanks,
Bob,
brother.
enjoy the rest of the night at the MVP. We're going to stay close there. I
thought they were going to kiss.
The favourite to win the award for the 5th time is Gary Ablett, and he's about to join us from the Green Cup as well.